Today we will be discussing about houses all around. We have already discussed all the topics, but today we will be revising the chapter. Okay, so I will remind you what all topics we have done so far. We have discussed about introduction of the chapter. Then we had discussed about climate, how climate affects the structure of house. Then we had discussed about building material, and also budget, how budget affects the house, the type of house that we build, and the last thing that we had studied was things to remember. Okay, so let us start with important points. Okay, so the topic: the climate of a place, the material available, and the budget determine the type of the house to be built. Okay, so climate of the place and the material available over there. Also the budget determines the type of houses that can be built. Okay, then the place and the climate determines the design of the house. So it depends upon climate and place, what kind of house or what is should be the design of the house, that depends on the place and the climate. Okay, for example, where it rains heavily, the roofs should have a slope to it. Okay, whereas where it doesn't rain, it can be flat. Okay, and those flat roofs can be used during night time or whenever it is very hot. Okay, people can sleep over there, they can take a rest. Okay, because many times, for example, in places like Rajasthan where there is too much of temperature. Okay, so during daytime, when the temperature is very high, inside the house also it is very hot, so people try to sleep on the roof. Okay, so that's how we can use the flat roof, but this cannot, or it is not very suitable in places where it rains heavily. Materials like brick, stone, concrete, wood, iron, steel, glass, bamboo, grass, leaves, okay, and mud are used to build a house. Not all the material for all the type of houses. Okay, for example, for hut we can use bamboo, grass, leaves, whereas for a pakka house or a concrete house we can use concrete, wood, iron, and steel. Okay, for apartments we require even more material. Then the next point that we had studied was budget. How budget affects the size and the design of the house. For example, if we are low on budget, if we don't have enough money, we try to build a smaller house. Where if we have enough money, we try to build a big and nice house. Okay. Then certain important points must be kept in mind before, during, and after building a house. We had discussed various points under this section. A sun facing house, how it gets lot of sunlight and how it is good for health. Then we had discussed how walls of the house must be strong and damp proof, okay, so that insect does not breed on such walls. Then doors and windows should be in such direction that it should get fresh air and sunlight. Okay, then a house can be made safe by fitting with the doors and windows with grills. Okay, then lot of points we had discussed in this. Okay, for example, kitchen and bathrooms, latrine must be washed and disinfected regularly to maintain it properly. So these were also the things that we had discussed. Okay, well, now it's time for solving some questions. Okay, so first question is tick the correct answer. First question: the construction of a house does not depend on. Options are land available, money available, members in the family, neighbors around the house. So the correct option is neighbors around the house, because construction of the house does not depend on neighbors around the house. So this one, D, is the correct option. Let me mark it for you. So D is the correct option. Let us see next question. Mud, bamboo and palm leaves could be used to make dash bungalows, huts, flats and high-rise buildings. So what do you think is the correct option? Correct option is huts. Okay. Third question. Cooperative housing societies help to save dash. Option: space, money, space and money, water. Actually, these cooperative housing societies save both space and money. So correct option is C, space and money. Fourth question. Igloos and shelter made by Eskimos for dash are temporary use, then permanent use, summer, holidays. So igloos are generally built by Eskimos when they go for hunting. So it is for temporary use. So correct option is temporary use. Okay. Well, that was tick the correct answer. Now we will see right, true or false. So first question in that is, most houses in cold areas have fireplaces for warmth. Is it correct? Yes, it is correct. So answer is true. In places which have frequent earthquakes, houses are built for concrete, glass, iron and thatch. Okay. So जिधर frequent earthquake होते हैं वहाँ पे घर concrete, glass, iron और thatch से बांधे जाते हैं. Is it true? No, it is not true. Because if we build with this material, there will be more loss if earthquake happens. So answer is false. Next question. In big cities where there is a shortage of space, people build huts. The answer is no. People build apartments or buildings. So correct. So it is false. Fourth question. To avoid insect breeding, the walls of the houses must be strong and damp proof. ये correct है, हमने अभी भी discuss किया था. So this is true. Last but not the least, a house can be made safe by fitting the doors and windows with grills. And this is correct. So the answer is true. So that was all that we had planned for doing today, and the homework is you have to solve this exercise at the end of the lesson, but solve only objective questions, the one that we solved today. Take the correct answers and true or false. Then later on we will discuss another questions. Well, that was all for the day. Thanks for watching this session. See you in next time with the new topics. Until then, take care. Bye bye.